Have you ever thought about how incredible it is to fly? Today we hop on a plane, and in just a few hours, we're on the other side of the world. But for centuries, the idea that a human could lift off the ground seemed like pure fantasy. Yet the invention of the airplane revolutionized the world, shrinking distances and forever changing the way we live and connect. But how did we get here? Let's take a journey through the history of aviation. Imagine wanting to travel from one continent to another in the 1800s. No airplanes, no budget airlines. The only way to cross the ocean was by ship, a journey that could take weeks, often filled with storms and unexpected dangers. Even land travel was slow and difficult, requiring days or even months. But humans have always dreamed of flying. Just think of the myth of Icarus or Leonardo da Vinci's sketches of flying machines. The idea was there. All that was missing was the right way to make it happen. Over the centuries, countless inventors tried to create flying machines. In 1783, the Montgolfier brothers successfully launched the first hot air balloon, proving that humans could lift off the ground. But balloon flight wasn't enough. People needed something faster and more controllable. In the 19th century, Sir George Cayley designed the first fixed-wing aircraft, and Otto Lilienthal built and piloted gliders, paving the way for future experiments. Unfortunately, he died in 1896 in a crash, but his work inspired a pair of brothers destined to change history, the Wright brothers. December 17, 1903 is a historic date. On that day, Orville Wright took off aboard the Wright Flyer, completing the first controlled and powered flight in history. The flight lasted only 12 seconds and covered just 37 meters, shorter than the length of a modern commercial airliner. But it was a start. Their secret? A curved wing that generated lift and a control system that allowed the plane to be steered. Without these elements, we wouldn't have Boeing or Airbus today. After the first flight, aviation developed at an incredible pace. During World War I, airplanes were used in battle for the first time, leading to rapid technological improvements. In the 1920s and 1930s, the first airlines began carrying passengers, making flying more accessible, though still expensive. In 1927, Charles Lindbergh flew solo across the Atlantic in his Spirit of St. Louis. Louis, a flight that lasted over 33 hours. Think about it. Today, that same journey takes about 7 hours on a commercial plane. In the 1950s, the invention of jet engines made flying even faster and more accessible. The Boeing 707, introduced in 1958, allowed people to travel between continents in just a few hours. Today, a Boeing 747 can carry over 400 passengers and cruise at more than 900 kilometers per hour. Every day, more than 100,000 flights take off around the world, transporting over 4 billion passengers each year. Imagine how much the world has changed thanks to this invention. The Concorde, one of the most legendary aircraft ever built, could fly from London to New York in less than 3 hours. This supersonic jet, introduced in 1976, traveled at speeds over twice the speed of sound. However, despite its incredible technology, the Concorde was retired in 2003 due to high operational costs and its deafening sonic boom, which made it impractical for most routes. If you think modern flights are long, imagine being on the world's longest commercial flight. Operated by Singapore Airlines, this flight connects Singapore to New York, covering over 15,000 kilometers in a staggering 19 hours. That's nearly an entire day spent in the air. But thanks to modern aircraft technology, these ultra-long-haul flights are becoming more efficient and comfortable. Have you ever wondered what the first in-flight meal looked like? Back in 1919, passengers on a London to Paris flight were served a humble meal consisting of a simple sandwich and fruit. Compare that to today's multi-course meals in first class, complete with gourmet dishes and fine wines. So, what's next? The future of aviation is focused on greener and more sustainable flights. Electric planes are becoming a reality, while some airlines are experimenting with alternative fuels to reduce their environmental impact. And let's not forget space travel. Companies like SpaceX are working on suborbital flights that could one day take us from Europe to Australia in less than an hour. The invention of the airplane has transformed the world in incredible ways. Today, we can explore the planet in just a few hours, connect with different cultures, and transport goods on a global scale. But the most exciting part? This is just the beginning. The dream of flight continues, and who knows where it will take us in the years to come. Thanks for watching this video on top inventions and discoveries. Did you enjoy it? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which invention you'd like us to explore next. See you next time.